Hello friends, we are aware of the fact that there are different programming paradigms available. Paradigm means organization principle. How is the code organized within the program that indicates what is the programming paradigm that the program uses. Different languages support different programming paradigms. Good news is that Python supports all of them. For example, there is a programming paradigm known as object-oriented programming. Then there is one called structured programming. Yet another called functional programming. And one more popularly used paradigm is event-driven programming. All these four programming paradigms are indeed supported by Python. What we propose to understand today is what is the functional programming paradigm and how we can build programs using this functional programming paradigm. We got to begin by asking ourselves what really is functional programming. Well, the answer is that a given problem is treated as if it's an evaluation of one or more functions. So everything centers around a function. That is why the name functional programming. Given a problem, it is broken down into functions, and these functions is basic inspiration or the source of logic within the program. Best way to understand functional programming is through a program. Now, functional programming suggests that functions be used as first-class values. What do we mean by this? It means that we can assign a function to a variable, and once this assignment has been done, we can even call the function using that variable. So, variable is a first-class citizen, so also is a function. Means a function can be used as if it's a variable. Secondly, functions can be passed as arguments to a function the way variable can be. Similarly, the way a function can return a variable, a function can return another function. So, functions are basically going to act like variables. The way you can pass or return a variable, similarly you can pass or return a function. And third aspect is that functions can be built at execution time. We know that lists, tuples, etc. can be built dynamically during execution. Similarly, a function can also be built dynamically during execution of the program. Out of these three aspects of a function, the fact that it can be assigned to a variable and it is possible to call a function using that variable, this is the first aspect of it. Second is that we can pass or return a function, and third aspect is that a function can be built during execution. Out of these, first and the second is the one that we wish to cover today. Let's understand this with the help of a program. Suppose we have a function called func, which merely displays a message hello. Apart from this, we have a function sum which receives two parameters x and y and then prints the sum of x and y. What we would do is we would propose to call these functions, but before we do that, we will assign these functions to variables. So we will say f equal to func, similarly g equal to sum. And having done this, we said that it is possible to even call a function using the variables. What we have achieved so far is the assignment. Using these variables, if I have to initiate the calls to the function func and sum respectively, I can do so using the variables f and g. Just see how. I can say f and a pair of parentheses, similarly g, a pair of parentheses, and now that the call is going to materialize to sum, we are passing 10 and 20 to that function sum. So f and g are merely calls to the functions func and sum. So we now know how to assign a function to a variable, and once assigned, how to use that variable to initiate a call to that function. So both of these stand done. Let's now see how we can pass a function as an argument. Suppose we have a function called func which prints out a message hello, and then we assign func to a variable f. Having done that, we would call a function sum to which we will not only pass 10 and 20 but we will also pass f. Means the variable to which we have assigned the function func, that variable itself we are passing to sum. Let's now define the sum function. Ten 20 would be collected in xy, f that we are passing is collected in another local variable f. And then what we do is we print out x plus y. Not only that, we try to call the function func using f. That is possible. Nothing special about this name f. We are free to give any other name. Maybe in place of this we can use a name g. If we do so, then in place of f we will use g to make a call to the function func. Here also, had we said f and a pair of parentheses, then func would have been called. But what we wanted to experience was that we can pass a function as if it's a argument to a function. So we passed f, collected it in sum, and made a call to the function func using f or g, whichever variable we propose to make use of. So this call to func will happen if I say f and a pair of parentheses. So much about how to assign a function to a variable, how to initiate a call to that function using that variable, and how do we go about passing a function to another function. Other aspects of functional programming we would take up in the videos to follow. Till that time, goodbye, good luck.